It's too hot. Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, to see you all. As per usual, we're just going to give people a couple of minutes to show up, so hang out.
But I definitely wanted to have a quick chat with you.
Megan on the old conference call.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, tonight.
Hello.
Hey, guys, lots of people.
Hello.
To see you all.
Hey, Fran.
Where am I? Oh, there I am. Hi.
And
Oh, Kate. Hi.
Hi, Fran.
how many of you are outside? It's absolutely scorching in my back garden.
Yeah, look, you have a lovely garden, Tom. It's gonna be 25C today.
25C.
It's
So-
definitely not 25C here.
Well, it's still too
I've got
early.
3 jumpers on.
That's Yorkshire. That's a different thing, man.
Tom, you need to cut the grass.
I wondered if someone was going to lecture me on the grass. Do you know, at the moment, I've got some other concerns besides the grass.
I bet.
But you're right. It does. Yeah, since we moved in, so that's badly done from us.
Hello, boys.
All right, we'll give it one more minute. If you're just hanging about, if you can, if you have something like a footstool, go ahead and grab it, because that's going to be really useful for one of the movements we're doing later on. So if you think you have something like that lying around, go ahead and
I have nothing.
Can I work?
anything you can put your back on and lie on.
Okay,
Yeah.
my bad.
You
We could put a couple of sandbags. Wait, sorry, Tom, what did you say we need?
thing you can put your back on,
Well,
let's see what it is.
all like that.
Is
So-
the ball will do? Tom,
What?
ball?
Yeah, that should work. Anything you can lie on, you can take your weight. It's fine. Give you guys just a minute to figure that out, and then we're going to get cracking.
We could, yeah, we could pile up the.
On my body quickly.
You just the other bit of this. What's it called? Pullovers.
Yeah. Either, yeah. Steve's here. The web is here, I think. Yeah.
Nothing, then we just put the yoga mat over it.
All right, guys, cool. We're going to get started. So I'm just going to put you all on mute. So if you have something you want to say, free to mute yourself. I've muted you, but you guys can still wave if you like. All right, guys, welcome. Nice to see you all. Beautiful, glorious day in the back garden. Looks like some of you are outside too, which is nice. Those of you that are inside, sorry about that. But it should still be a good session. If you haven't seen the Facebook post already, if you haven't looked at the program, every lunchtime now is a kettlebell or dumbbell workout. So this lunchtime class is a kettlebell workout. And what we're going to be doing is some kettlebell upper body strength, upper body push-pull. So hopefully you all have a dumbbell or a kettlebell and you weren't expecting a bodyweight workout. I'm going to put the workout on your screen now so you guys can see what we're looking at. Okay, so there it is. Upper body push-pull. So it's actually quite a bit to get through. We're going to have to move fairly fast. We're going to start with a really basic push and pull, four rounds. Going to do double dumbbell floor press, double kettlebell or dumbbell bent over row. I've actually only got one kettlebell. You can just do it on one side and then on the other. Okay, so 4 rounds of that, 10 press, 10 bent over row. Then we're going to go for 3 rounds. It's going to be upright rows and pullovers, 10 reps each. Then we're going to do 3 rounds. Again, just one kettlebell on this one. We're going to go hammer curls and tricep extensions, 10 and 10. And then we're going to finish with a little bit of core work, and it's going to be 3 rounds of 20 hollow rocks and 10 supermen. Okay, so fairly basic push and pull upper body stuff, really good strength workout, hitting kind of everything that you can hit with a kettlebell. And I did this session a little bit earlier, and it's really good strength workout. So I'm also going to, I'll take that off the screen now, and I'm going to put that in the chat as well. It's written slightly differently there, but don't worry about it. Okay, does everyone follow that? Any questions on that? Thumbs up if you're good to go. All right, team, good. Find a little bit of space. We're going to go through a bit of a warm up now. Make sure I can see myself here. Excuse me. Okay. So find a little bit of space. We're going to start in a downward dog position. Okay, you guys are pretty familiar with this one by now. We're using it all the time. So arms and legs straight, pushing your chest back towards your toes, pushing your hips up and back. From there, what I want you to do, just bend the knees slightly, push your chest further down so you get into the shoulders. You're going to go back up. Take your right hand to your left foot, bit of a twist and a push. Left hand to your right foot, a twist and a push. Bring yourself forward, and we're going to do a push-up. And then back to downward dog. And we're going to do that 5 times, guys. All right, so downward dog, bend the knees, push your chest down. Right hand to your left foot. Left hand to your right foot. And push up. All right, that's 2. Back to downward dog. Bend the knees, get into the shoulders. Right hand to your left foot. Left hand to your right foot. And push up. 2 more reps, guys. We're almost there. Downward dog. Bend the knees into the shoulders. Right hand to your left foot. Left hand to your right foot. Push up. And back to downward dog. Last rep now. Spend a little bit more time in this downward dog shape. Bend the knees into the shoulders. Really get that chest down towards the ground. Right hand to your left foot. Left hand to your right foot. and push up. All right, nicely done. Next thing we're going to do is some twisted crosses. All right, so you're going to lie on the floor. You're going to be in a T shape like this. So on the deck, and all we're going to do is bend one arm, you're going to twist over one way, push up, and we're looking for that stretch into your chest in the front of the shoulder. Bring it back across, and then the other way. And we're going to go 5 reps on each side. And we just keep it moving. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. And that's 5. Okay, nice work, guys. So we're going to do 2 rounds of that. So back to the downward dog shape now for 5 more reps. I've got grass all over me. Never mind. Okay, so I'll take you through 1 more rep and then I'll leave you to it. So back into downward dog. Bend the knees, find that shoulder stretch. Back to downward dog. Right hand to your left foot. Left hand to your right foot. And then into a push-up. Okay, back to downward dog. You've got 4 more reps. Keep moving through that. I'm just going to come have a look. Make sure you guys aren't doing anything crazy. If you can hear that screaming in the background, don't worry, that's just my 1-month-old baby. She's having her nappy change, not much liking it. Looking good, guys. Okay, when you've done that, we're back into the twisted crosses. All right, so same deal, 5 reps each side. We're on the ground, arms out in a T, twisting over, find that stretch in the front of your shoulder. You can really press off this hand on the other side. 5 reps each side, guys. Keep moving through that. And you can play with your hand position. If you have your hand a little higher, it's going to get a bit more into the chest, a little bit lower. You might find it gets a little bit more into the shoulder. So just mess around with that, have some fun. Grass everywhere. Still, can't complain. It's good to be on the grass. Nice, guys. Take your time, find a good stretch. Lovely jubbly. Okay, next thing we're going to do, and you're going to need your kettlebell for this one. So grab your kettlebell. We've got 2 movements. First thing we're going to do is a scat push-up. So some of you guys have done this in class. You're going to set yourself up in a solid plank position. Okay, hips in line, not too high, not too low. And all I want you to do is keep your butt tight, abs on. You're going to squeeze the shoulder blades together and then push the floor away. All right, so elbows stay straight. And all you're doing is using your scaps to pull yourself down towards the ground and then push yourself away. And we're going to go through 10 reps, guys. Keep those abs on. And really try to emphasize that movement. Really try to squeeze the shoulder blades together. Really try to push the floor away. Keep that hollow position. And you should start to feel some muscles in between your shoulder blades working pretty hard. So 10 reps there. And when you've done that, you're going to do something similar, but with the dumbbell or the kettlebell, whatever you've got. I myself have a kettlebell. You're going to set up in your bent over row position. Okay, so sit the hips back, keep your back flat. And we're just going to do some scat pulls here. Okay, so you're gonna grab your kettlebell. All I want you to do is pull the shoulder blade back. Okay, we're gonna go through 5 reps on each side of that. Shoulder blade forward, shoulder blade back. Nice work, guys. And you have 2 rounds of that too. All right, so once you've done those dumbbell scat pulls, you're back into the scat push-up. Gonna go 10 more reps there, and then 5 and 5 again on the scat pulls. Take your time on those scat push-ups, guys. If you rush through it, you're not gonna feel a great deal and you're not gonna get much benefit. Really push the floor away and then really squeeze your scaps together, your shoulder blades together. And resist the temptation to lose that midline position. All right, so butt tight, abs it in that hollow position. And you keep those elbows perfectly straight as well. It's getting hot in the garden. That's it, guys, cool. And then we're into those scat pulls. So when you're doing the scat pulls with the dumbbell or kettlebell, you keep the elbows straight, okay? We're not pulling with the arms. You're just pulling with the shoulder blade. So it's almost exactly what you did with the push-up, but you're just doing it with the dumbbells or the kettlebells instead. All right, looks like most of you are just about finished there. Excellent, well done, guys. So that's the warm-up done. Let's move on to the working sets now. I'm just going to demonstrate the first couple of movements, and then we're going to get into it. All right, so let me find my kettlebell. First one is this floor press. Like I said, I've only got the one bell. Okay, so it's going to look a little different for me than it might do for some of you. You're going to set yourselves up with the kettlebell beside you, lie down, have your knees bent, okay? And get that kettlebell right up above your shoulder. Make sure you're pushing your low back into the floor. You squeeze your butt so you don't end up super arched. Keep your elbow tight into your body, elbow on the ground, press up. And you can use the other hand to stabilize if you need to. Okay, give that a go. Try a couple reps each side. Let me just have a look and make sure everyone has that figured out. That was your floor press. So Steve, we're looking to keep the elbows in, mate. So rather than going out here, let's go in here. Yeah, so it's more like that kind of push-up, handstand push-up movement position, which is a bit more transferable to all the rest of the skills. Yeah, so if you've got dumbbells, the handle should be in line with your body, same direction. Just a couple of reps, guys, that's fine. Cool, take a rest. Next thing, bent over row. Again, I've only got the one bell. If you have two, you're gonna go at the same time. Want you to pick up the bell, put yourself through an RDL, so push your hips back, drop the hand down, and you're gonna start to row here. Okay, elbow back, like so. Obviously, guys, you wanna make sure you keep it flat back. The other thing I wanna see is make sure you get a full range of motion in the shoulder. Okay, so when you're here, make sure that shoulder blade comes all the way forward, and then as you come up, you squeeze it back. All right, we're looking for full range of motion through the shoulder girdle. All of those good things. Try a couple each side. Let me have a look. And then we'll get cracking. That's it. Okay, guys, that'll do. Sweet. All right, take a breather, grab some water if you need it. Put on some tunes if you want them. We're going to go here with 1 set every 3 minutes. It's 10 reps if you have 2 bells. Okay. Obviously, you guys need to make a decision based on how heavy your bells are. If you have something light, you might need to go with more reps. If you have something heavy, you might need to go with fewer reps. We have 4 rounds, so make sure you don't get too ambitious. If you've got just the 1 bell, unless it's something really light, I would probably go with 8 reps. Otherwise, you're going to get a little bit short on time, because instead of doing 2 sets, essentially, you're going to be doing 4 sets, right? Left, right, left, right. Make sense?
So with 1 bell, is it 10 on one side, 10 on the other?
I would do 8 and 8 unless you've got something really light, because otherwise it's going to get tight on time. I just did 8 when I did it myself.
Do you have weight? Do you have weight recommendations?
This would normally be at the RX weight. So it would be like 24 kilo kettlebells or 16 for the ladies, or dumbbells would be 22.5 and 15s. But, you know, it depends on how strong you are. So you have to, it's fairly individual, this one. And whatever you've got, you can make it work.
Okay, I'll go single. Thank you.
Sweet. Okay, guys, we're going to get into it. So 1 set every 3 minutes. Get yourselves ready in 3, 2, 1. Let's get cracking. A little bit of push pull. Good stuff. And Jonathan, you can lay the other hand out to the side or on the floor. Yeah, a bit of stability. Nice. What has Gel Cat got? It's like a bag of sugar. Oh, it's water. Haha, nice. Make it wet, man. It's good.
Tom, how much time left?
You guys are at 90 seconds there. So you got 90 seconds to go until the next round.
Okay, I need to increase the reps.
Yes.
I did 20 each. But
20.
I can go. Yeah, because I just have this one.
Okay. Are
It's
you
okay.
just with 1 arm or 2 arms?
20, 20.
And what about the rows?
Oh, yeah, sure. Oh.
Yeah. Let's get those done. Hey. Nice.
Wait, sorry, Tom. 1 round is, if I have 1 round is 8, 8, 8, 8.
Correct. Yeah. So
Okay.
4 sets essentially. And you guys have 40 seconds now until the next round. You've done 1 now, so you should be able to kind of make a judgment call on what's going to work. Was it too much? Was it too little? Add some reps, take some reps away, grab something heavier if you have it.
Tom, is it okay if I use a lighter weight for a floor press and I do singles?
Yeah.
And then I do that for the bent over. Okay.
Yeah, sure, man. Guys, the most important thing is that you're doing these movements, exactly how you do them, exactly how many reps, exactly what weight, doesn't really matter. So round number 2 is coming up now. We're going in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, off you go. Edgar, I like that solution, man. Two kettlebells, 1 hand. Very nice. You got to get inventive, haven't you? Quarantine fitness. Honestly, I'm kind of worried I'm going to get sunburnt out here.
Go in the shade.
If I go in the shade, you guys won't be able to see me. It's going to look real weird.
Okay, put on some sun cream. You need some vitamin D. Apparently, it protects you from the virus.
That's right.
Because your immune system gonna be stronger.
Correct. That's all right. I supplement with plenty of vitamin D. We're all good. Evo, I have no idea where you found that kettlebell, man. How is it so big? Is it made of plastic or something? Okay, guys, so you got 90 seconds from here.
It's plastic, and I think it's because it's filled with sand.
Oh, is that what it is?
And it's 20 kilos. It's like a dumbbell that went a dumbbell on steroids.
It looks super inconvenient, but that's good. They're like, the harder it is, the more inconvenient it is, the stronger you'll get. So it's perfect. All right, team. So we got 1 minute to rest. That's 2 rounds down, 2 to go. And by the way, guys, if you feel like what you have is a little bit light, when we get to the next movement, you're going to quickly feel like it's too heavy. So don't worry. There's more coming. Carl's got the top off. Nicely done. Anyone else? Oh, Sam's got the top off. Get a little tan action. Why not? 30 seconds, guys. How many of you are outside? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, 10 seconds. When you're ready, team. 3, 2, 1, let's go. All right, team. So you've got 90 seconds to rest. So you should be about done with the set there. How are you all feeling? Thumbs up? Yes. Is it starting to feel hard? Give me a thumbs down if it's hard. Okay, good, good. Give me a thumbs up if it's too easy. Oh, Kate, sorry about that. You got to find something heavier. What can I say?
It's okay, but at least I do workouts, so.
That's right, man. Something's better than nothing. That's what they say, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's
At
true.
least I'm not gonna be a fat chicken the end of this lockdown.
Fat chicken. What you got to do, Kate? You've got to get some more bottles. You got 2 bottles there. Can't you make it 4 bottles?
I've got a bag of sand,
Oh, yeah.
but that's too heavy. I need another one. I need to go and steal some more sand from the place.
How much does the sand weigh?
I think it's more than 16 kilos.
16.
Yeah, I think this is between 12 and 16.
That's perfect.
But I can't do this. I'll try.
Give it a go. And if you can't, maybe you just try with both hands and you can
Oh
just
yeah,
go.
that can do.
Okay, give that a go.
It's
Oh.
just like where you hold it.
Yeah, just like that underneath, you know, and then keep the elbows in, elbows down to your stomach and then back up. All right, guys, last round. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Last set, get that pump. Llewellyn's on WhatsApp. I see you, mate. I see everybody.
That was a good idea, Tom. Thanks.
Did it work?
Yeah, much better.
Nice. Looking good, guys. You should be almost done there, but take your time. Just waiting for the last few of you to get finished here. Okay, well done, team. Cool. So I'm just going to go ahead and demonstrate the next movements. So we got upright row and we've got this pullover. And some of you may not have done either of these movements before. So upright row, just a one bell now, or one dumbbell, whatever you've got. And the movement looks like this, just from this position. And all you're going to do is pull up to about your chin level, okay? And what we're looking for as you go up, keep the kettlebell relatively close to you. And what I want to see is the elbows tracking high and outside. And ideally, as you go up, you shouldn't get to the point where your hand gets above your elbow. Okay, so elbows are always higher than your wrists. If you do that right, you're going to feel like it's working some slightly unusual muscles. Okay, some muscles around mid upper back and into the front of the shoulder and then the delts. So good things there. Up there, elbows high and outside. The pullover, this is actually a great exercise, guys, a really good movement. Slightly tricky to set up. Okay, so get your implement if you have one. And what we're going to do, actually, I'll go this way. You're going to get your back there onto your footstool or whatever you have handy. The grip on the kettlebell is going to be kind of important. You're going to actually have the handle kind of facing down towards you and the bell up. So let me get in position and have a look. So it's kind of like that. You guys see how my hands are kind of underneath the bell? I think that's the easiest way to go. You can play with some different options, but that's probably the best. You're going to take your hips off the ground. And I want to see you guys really get the midline organized. So butt tight, abs in. As the hands go behind you, you're really going to want to overextend your back. And you have to fight that, okay? So hands go back, arms stay straight, all the way back, and then you pull up. Okay, be careful not to go too far, otherwise the bell's going to slip out of your hands at the top and up. Okay, and this is a really great way of working on that lat strength that you guys need for all your kipping skills. Okay, so it's partly about lat strength. It's also partly about midline stability and not overextending as you go back. As the hands go here, you're going to want to go like that. Keep it all tight and hollow. Okay, so it's a little bit like doing kipping drills on the bar. What we're going to do, guys, is actually just go straight into the working sets, and I can check the movement as we go along.
All right, Tom, how would you hold the dumbbell for the first exercise? Do you want it side on or upright?
I would do it side on, so one bell in each hand like that.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, so kettlebell, just get your hands underneath the bell. Dumbbell, one hand on each bell, and then there. Okay, and if you've got something really light, maybe you have to take both of them for the dumbbell. That might work. 2 kettlebells is going to get a bit dodgy, so I wouldn't do that. Okay, so we're going to get into that straight away, guys. It's going to be 3 rounds. It's 10 reps on each side, and it's the same thing in terms of rest. So we're going to go every 3 minutes.
Sorry, how do you recommend the dumbbell on the first one?
On the first one,
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just hold, if you can get both hands onto the handle and have the bell head like that and just pull up like that. Otherwise, hold on to one bell like that and then pull up. You know, just find what's kind of most comfortable. So long as you get that high elbow position, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay. All right,
Sorry,
guys.
did you say 10 reps on each side?
10 reps of each movement. Yep. All right, guys, so here we go. Every 3 minutes, 3, 2, 1, off you go. 10 reps of each movement. If you can, try and angle your camera so I can see you. So I want to check especially those pullovers.
Tom, I don't quite have a place to lay my back. What should I? Just do it on the floor.
Do it on the floor, man. And if you're doing it on the floor, guys, just what you want to do is make sure the bell doesn't actually touch the floor. So in other words, you really control that bottom little bit. That's it. Elbows high and outside. Should feel those rear delts, mid upper back. Yeah, guys, some of these movements are going to be a bit more awkward with the dumbbell, and some of them are going to be a bit more awkward with the kettlebell. It just depends. And with those pullovers, we're really working on the range of motion from having your hands directly above you to having your hands overhead. So don't bring the bell down towards your hips. Just leave it overhead and then go back from there.
And you don't bend your elbows. You just need to go straight up and down.
Go straight back. Yeah, if your elbows bend a little bit, that's fine. But you should be feeling your lats and your shoulders with that one. This is just a really excellent way of just keeping that kipping strength when you don't have access to a bar. So we're at about 2 minutes there, guys. So you got 1 minute to rest and then we go again. Probably feeling like these movements are a little bit harder for the weight. We're not using as big muscles now. All right, 30 seconds. I'll do a couple of reps with you guys on this one. All right, guys, when you're ready, round number 2, start those upright rows, elbows high and outside. up to about your chin. Nice work. All right, then those pullovers. Get yourself set up. Think about that midline, guys. Butt tight, abs on, abs in. Just make sure you keep the arms straight on those pullovers. Okay, the straighter you keep your arms, the closer you're going to be able to get to getting that dumbbell or kettlebell on the floor, the more range you're going to get in your lats. That's what we want. Awesome, guys. Cool. Should be feeling a decent little pump now. We feeling a pump?
Tom, can you show up close the hand placement for the pullover?
Yeah. So
I did it right the first time and then I messed up this last one.
You know what? One of the hardest things about this session is actually getting the grip right on the bells. So hopefully you guys can see this here. This is as if I was setting up side on. So it's kind of like that. If I'm on the floor,
Right.
My hands are actually on the bell. I've got my thumb around the handles.
Yeah.
Bring it a little bit closer. So it's like that. Can you guys see
Right.
that? So thumb down there. And then the weight, really, I'm taking the weight in the bell. That's the easiest way, I think.
And then do you just let your head droop or sag, or do you keep it up?
It depends where you're set up, but if you're on the floor, just let your head go on the floor.
Okay, but if not on the floor, just like look back.
Just keep it neutral. Keep it neutral.
Okay.
You're looking back too much.
Okay.
All right, team. So we're into the last round now, set number 3. Let's have a look. We start with those upright rows, elbows out to the side and up. Let's go, team. Last one. Yes, guys, looking good. I'll just show you as if I was doing the pullovers now on the floor, because it's just the same thing. It's almost just as hard, guys, so it's no big deal. Okay, looks like you guys are just about done. Give you a minute or two. If you're finished, guys, feel free to grab a little bit of water or something. 2 more bits to go.
We don't need these implements, right?
You what? You do need them for the next part, yeah.
The pillow?
Oh, the pillow, no. The pillow, no. You can get rid of the pillow. Yeah. Okay, I think just about everyone is done. Oh, wait, hold on. No, my mistake. Take your time, guys. We're in no hurry. I can't see very well because it's so bright out here. Actually starting to sweat quite a bit. Just teaching this one. Okay, now I think you're all done. Yeah, I think you're all done. Okay, cool. Well done, guys. First two parts done, 2 to go. Just one more with the kettlebell and dumbbell. So now we're looking at even more kind of isolation exercises. So we've moved through the workout from big compound movements into kind of midway movements, I guess. And then these next two are isolation movements. So we're looking specifically at the biceps and the triceps. So we've got hammer curls and we've got tricep extensions. It says on the chat overhead tricep extensions. We're just going to do the skull crusher kind of tricep extension. So let me show you those two now. As with the one before, the grip on the kettlebell is going to be quite important to get this right. So for the hammer curl, if you've got a kettlebell, if you've got dumbbells, depending on what weight you've got, you can just put hand over hand like that, and then just like that. Okay, if you've got a dumbbell, that's going to work fine. If you've got a kettlebell, the way I suggest you hold it is like this. Okay, so your hands in the side there, the side of the handle, and the bell down. If you go the other way with the bell up, you're going to find that when you come down, there's going to be some torque on your wrist. It gets a little bit uncomfortable. Okay, so like this. And then it's what you would expect. It's just a curl. Obviously, be careful on the negative. If you go a little too fast, you might hit yourself somewhere a touch sensitive. So be careful there. Little added incentive to be controlled. And then the skull crusher, same thing. In fact, with the skull crusher, I would hold the kettlebell the same way you held it just now for the pullover. Okay. So you're going to set up roughly in that same position on the floor. Take the bell up overhead, handle down, bell up, hand kind of supported around the weight. And all you're going to do is move at the elbow joint. Okay, so the bell comes down towards your face, bend at the elbow, and then you extend out. Bend at the elbow, and extend out. One more time. Obviously, guys, make sure you've got a good grip on the bell because you don't want that thing dropping on your face. It's not a good time. So that's it, guys, yeah? One, the hammer curl, you should be feeling the biceps. Tricep extensions, should be feeling the triceps, as you would imagine. This one's going to be 3 rounds, 10 and 10, okay? 10 on each. Again, change the reps if you need to, more reps, fewer reps, whatever works. And this one, we're going to go every 2.5 minutes. We crank up the pace a little bit. You guys good? Ready? We're going to get straight into it. 3, 2, 1. Your hammer curls. 10 reps, guys. Off you go. And really the only important thing here is that you're hitting the right muscles. So when you're doing the hammer curls, just make sure you can feel your biceps. When you're doing the skull crushers, make sure you can feel your triceps. Okay, if you're feeling your shoulders a lot in that skull crusher, chances are you're doing it a little bit wrong. Steve's turned off his video. He doesn't want us to see how shit his skull crushers are. It's back on. Hiding away there. Okay, so that's 90 seconds in. So you've got 1 minute to rest from here.
Gotta say, Tom,
Looking good.
Bicep curls. About time CrossFit had some bicep curls.
Yeah, I know, right?
None of this functional shit. It's all about the pump.
Mate, having huge arms is functional. Has to be.
Tom,
Yes.
on the skull crushers, I was getting like pain in my elbows, on the back of my elbows.
Oh, yeah.
That bad form or just shit elbows?
It could be a little bit of both. It could be maybe that the weight is, does the weight feel heavy?
Moderately heavy, yeah.
If it's painful, you probably shouldn't do it. What you can try instead, you could try a diamond push-up. Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
Like, so just a push-up but have your hands together. And that's going to get into the triceps pretty nicely if you're feeling pain on the skull crusher.
Cool.
Yeah, maybe try again, and if the pain's still there, go to a diamond push-up. I can have a look on the... All right, guys, off you go. Into those hammer curls. Remember, bell down. Mind the private parts. In both of these movements, what you're ideally looking for is the elbow to stay in a fixed position. So your elbow shouldn't be moving around. Have a look at your skull crushers, Nick. Mate, they look all right. So if they're painful, either it's like the weight's too heavy or maybe you just got a little bit of underlying inflammation in the tendons there. If it's painful, try something else. All right, guys, you've got 30 seconds. We're going to go into the final set. Still painful, Nick?
No, I dropped the weight and it was fine.
There you go, nice. Awesome, guys. Grab a pump, grab a tan. Nothing better on a Thursday. 10 seconds. Nice dog, Sam. Oh, it's a big dog as well. Huge dog. All right, guys, here we go. Set number 3, last one. Hammer curls, off you go. If it's too easy, if it feels too light, slow down the eccentric. Go slow on the way down. Nice team, skull crushers. Awesome, guys. Just checking again that you're all done, squinting at the screen, making sure. Yes, I believe you're all done. Great work, guys. Take a second, grab a breath, grab a sip of water if you need it. We're done now with the kettlebell and the dumbbell. We just got a little bit of midline, some core stuff to get you done. So we're going to work on the abs, and we're also going to work on your back as well. Okay, so we're going to be doing hollow rocks, 20 hollow rocks. And we're going to do 10 Superman raises as well. All right, so let me just show you those two movements. The hollow hold is actually a fairly technical thing. Hopefully some of you guys have done this in class. You are familiar with what we're supposed to be doing here. But the way I want you guys to set up is to lie on the floor. You're going to pull your knees in towards your chest. You're going to have that thing where your lower back is on the floor and your shoulder blades are up off the floor, okay? That's the position you want to hold. You take your feet out in front of you, hands overhead. That's your hollow position. And then you're just going to rock. And as you rock, the position shouldn't change. Okay, so the angle here at the hip stays the same. It's going to be tempting just to start flapping your legs around. That's not what you want to do, guys, okay? You're keeping that exact same hollow position, and we're just challenging the position by moving a little bit. All right, one more time, hollow position, you just start to rock. It's a fairly small movement too. Here's a clue. If you don't feel your abs, you're not doing it right. Okay, if you feel your lower back, you're not doing it right. Next one is the Superman raise. We turn it around, it's basically the opposite thing. So you're lying face down. This time, all I want you to do is go from a fully prone position. You're just going to lift up, hands and feet off the ground, big extension all the way through your spine, and then back down. Okay? And on that movement, as opposed to some of the other movements you've been doing, we are actually working on the whole spine, so upper back, but also the lower back too. So if you feel that a little bit, that's fine. Just try and keep your abs engaged so you're not kind of putting too much pressure on the spine down there and the lumbar. So that's it, guys. Hollow rocks. And yeah.
Can you do the alternative for the hollow rocks? Can I just lean one leg after another, or?
I would just do a hollow hold. Or you could do, yeah.
Like, and with the like slightly bended legs as well, yeah? Because I've got
Yes, yeah. If you start to feel low back, you can bend your knees a little bit, that's fine. Or bring your hands down by your sides, that makes it a little bit easier too. Yeah. Okay, guys, we're going to go into it. This one's going to be every 90 seconds. We're basically just going to go back to back. So when you guys are ready, 3, 2, 1, we get into the hollow rocks.
Is it 10 and 10 or is it 20 and 10?
20 and 10. Let's have a look at these hollow rocks because they're not easy. So Freddie, that movement looks a little bit big to me, mate. Try and keep your hips straighter. Okay, so your whole body's roughly straight and you're just rocking slightly. Yeah. Yeah, that's better. It's a small movement, hey. Looks like most of you got the hang of that one.
Just the hold is tough enough for me, it turns out.
Yeah, mate, that's absolutely fine. If the rock is too much, just do the hold, because a hollow hold is is actually hard for everyone, not just you. So if you just want to hold, that's fine. Just count to about 20. And then the Superman raises.
Tom, one hollow rock is one back and forth, right?
Yes. One all the way through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, Sandro. Get it, buddy.
Yeah, I did it right, but then I thought I might have been stupid, so you know.
You got it. Okay, guys, as soon as you're done with the Superman raises, we're going to go back into the hollow rocks. Get yourselves ready. I'm going to show you one more time. Make sure we're all doing this one right. Squeeze the knees into your chest. Feet out in front of you. Hands above. Nice hollow. We start to move. Make sure, guys, you're not going up here with your legs. That's a very different thing. If it's too much, if it feels weird, if you can't do it, just stick in the hollow position and go through a hold.
It's 10 Superman, right?
Yeah, 10 Superman raises. Yes, indeed. And same thing again, guys. When you're done with the Superman raises, you go straight back into the hollow rocks. Thanks, Fran. Good to see you. See you later. I feel like my computer's getting so hot in the sun, it's about to explode. So if my screen suddenly goes black, don't be alarmed. All right, guys, into that last round. Looking good, guys. Last one, finish strong. Time for some sunbathing. Okay. Everything is really laggy on my side. I don't know if it's the same for you. Thanks, Sam. See you later. Yeah, my screen is really struggling right now. You're all moving real jerky.
Thanks, Tom.
Cheers, Tom.
Thanks, guys.
Thank
See
you. Bye.
Thanks,
See you
Tom.
later.
See you.
Cheers.
Put your laptop in some water to cool it down.
Thank you, Tom.
Good done.
Cheers. See ya.
Just stick in. See you guys. Bye. Bye.
Thanks, Tom. Is the weekend schedule the same for the Easter?
Hey.
Is the Easter weekend schedule the same?
No, I think it's going to be 9 a.m. tomorrow.
Okay.
Check the everything's broken on my side, mate. I can't hear anything.
Okay, gotcha.
Have a nice day. Later.